So this is a tour through Dover, the port of Dover. I'm doing it on low res, not standard resolution, and I've emptied loads of pictures and videos and lots of crap, so hopefully it won't turn off. But we're going straight through Dover. This road I'm going right on is basically, it was sort of the death of Dover. It was designed just to get everyone to the port as quickly as possible, so nobody stops in Dover. There's no motorhome air, there's nothing really, and it's sort of dying as a town, which is incredible because it's got an amazing castle, it's got the Channel, it's got the White Cliffs, busiest port in Europe. You'd think it would be thriving, but it's sort of on its knees. They're doing a bit of redevelopment around, new shopping centres, things like that, but it's really depressing. It should be a really great port town with clubs and bars. Okay, here we go, but it's not. So this is just in automatic, letting it do its thing. And you should, in the distance, be able to see the castle on the hill. Amazing castle, Norman Castle. It was built by the Normans who invaded in 1066, and this was built, 1,000 years ago. An incredible castle. And you'd think, wouldn't you, that would bring hundreds of thousands of visitors, but not really. And you can see on the left, old style Dover. There's the National Union of Seamen on the left, which when we used to work on the ferries as teenagers, it was hilarious because you'd be a student and you'd work on the ferries, but you'd have to join the union, which was fantastic because you got consolidated pay, you got all the benefits, cheap cigarettes, cheap booze. It was fantastic. But that's all gone now. I think, I'm not sure, I think you have to still be a member of the union. Anyway, so you can see, there's basically what they've done in their genius is they put a motorway right between the sea and the promenade to the right and the town on the left. So they've cut the town in two. It's hilarious. So the best bit of the town is separated from the rest of the town. New shopping centre on the left, which is the first big development for years. So everyone's hoping that will bring more people in. But and that's Dover to the left. Now we're coming to the end. It's in a narrow valley, and it sort of stretches like a snake, 2 or 3 miles back from the sea. So the actual promenade bit isn't long. As we go round this, across the lights here and round the bend, right-hand bend, you'll see the port and the ships. Here we go. Sports centre on the left, where I learned to swim. And these cliffs to the left, these are the White Cliffs, the beginnings of them. And inside these cliffs are all the World War II bunkers and the tunnels, huge network of tunnels all through the cliffs. I mean, like a little city in the cliffs. And to the right, you can see the boats there, just moored up in the port. They're the passenger ferries that go to France, which is 22 miles, not far at all. But in the Second World War, the Army and the Navy were based there, so they would watch. They could see the Germans, with the binoculars. They'd be able to see exactly what the Germans were doing. The Germans could see what we were doing, and the Channel was just horrific. I mean, there were, the Battle of Britain. There were dogfights above the town, bombers above the town. It was absolute carnage. So I'm just going to try and get right in a minute. I'm in the left-hand lane for the port, but if any of these Berks lets me through, that will be good. Yes, he's letting me. Okay, so there's the port to the left. I'm turning right and I'm going up what's called Jubilee Way. And this is the flyover that goes above the port. Let me get over into this left lane. think you might have seen the boats, but it's hard because they're to the right. So this thing literally takes you right over the port, and that stretches a couple of miles under the cliffs. And this road is gouged through the White Cliffs. And the famous White Cliffs are just to the right, just to the right, 200 yards, and they stretch for about 10 miles, no less, 5 miles to St Margaret's Bay. But this is the main artery to the London road coming out here, and it's quite steep. It's about, I don't know, 5%, 6%. And I'm only doing 30. I could thrash it, but I really don't want to, so I'm doing, 1800 revs in third, and I'll keep it in third. But that was Dover. I mean, that was fixed view of Dover, not a lot to see. Once you're getting out of Dover is the best thing, to be honest. Coming up here, you get into you get to the London Road, or the A2 to the M2, so the dual carriageway connects to the London motorway, and this is where things get more interesting as soon as you leave Dover. Nice places. Canterbury is superb, lovely little university town. Deal, where I was born, is about 8 miles along the coast to the right. Superb little town. And there are some great little towns, but Dover is just a bit depressing. Anyway, okay, I can see the camera, you can see it shaking. Look how green it is though, Daniel. So we haven't had rain for 10 days, but it's getting a bit cloudy now. But it's so green around here, it's incredible. And these roads aren't too bad, they're okay. They're not brilliant, but they're smooth enough. So I've climbed up to 35 now, and it's easing off the hill, staying third, over 2,200 revs now, and then ease it down. And that's it. So that was Jubilee Way, Dover Jubilee Way. And then this is the little roundabout. I think I've missed, it's sort of rush hour. Usually, no, I've missed rush hour. Okay, so I'm going left here, and this is the little link road to the A2, London, M2 it says. I'll get some fuel. I'm just wondering whether I can get to Canterbury, because I just don't want to stop in Dover. I bloody hate it. When I had, just for information, when I had the barn, it was about 2 miles from here, over to the right, right in the country, middle of the country, lovely. And as soon as you get out of Dover, it's very pretty, very beautiful. And it was lovely. But so Dover, when I was there, was my nearest town. But it wasn't worth going out to. Nothing to do. So I always used to go back to Deal or Canterbury or Sandwich, which is a really old, very, very picturesque little town on the River Stour. So yeah, that was Dover. And this is coming out of Dover. And this is what people do. They get off the boat, come out of the port, and take a left up Jubilee Way to London, or out or to wherever they're going to go. They don't go to Dover. Now, shall I? Yes, I'll get some petrol. Well, that sun's bright, man. One of the annoying things about this mount is I can't put the blind down. Oh, that's annoying. So maybe do it the other way, actually. Maybe do it lower down. So I don't know what the the sound's going to be like, because this thing is a bit noisier than yours. You hear it. I mean, the diesel engine, it's up front in the, like a normal RV. So there's a doghouse, but it's not a gas engine; it's a diesel. So you can hear it's pretty industrial. It's pretty robust. Great drive though, easy drive because of the automatic. Just a big old lumbering bloody thing though. So, and these roads are okay. This is okay. It's smooth, but some of the roads, I'll show you. I'll film some roads. They just, you feel the whole, every bolt is shaking. Very annoying. And they use this weird sort of concrete surface when they're trying to do things cheaper. And it lasts longer, but it's shit, and it's just crap for any older car. It's crap. It kills the suspension. So this is coming into a little back shopping area. There's a big supermarket. Tesco is one of our biggest supermarkets. There's a KFC. The usual thing. It's pretty American. Different brands, but the layout's all very American. It's a bit like it's a very small shopping mall. So I shall go in here and get some petrol. There's a bloody queue, as usual in England. There's a queue. Anyway, I'm going to go into the car park. I might go in and get some food. Hello, welcome to Tesco Dover. So the talking bit, I mean, I loved, as you can tell, I love talking. So definitely talk a bit more, I think. Maybe not as much as I am, but definitely talk a bit more. And then, more on camera. Definitely more of you on camera if you can do it. I don't like the idea of it, but to be honest with you, I think I'd probably, if it was making the videos better, I'd just get used to it, I think. Little turn here. And this is good because it's long, this for Europe, but it's not so long, so it can fit into two spaces. And the width, it just fills up the width. If you don't get an idiot trying to cut you off behind. There you go. So you can hear that Merc engine. Anyway, that's it, Daniel. It might be too long to upload, but I might cut it into two or something. Okay, mate. Speak to you later.